Southern Sports Now. We welcome you in here on this Monday. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. We're excited to be back for you with a new week. I'm Chase Robinson, your host. So glad to be with you. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook, on East Alabama Now, on both platforms there. As you can follow us on Twitter as well, at EAN_sports. You can share our video there on Facebook under East Alabama Now, also on YouTube as well. That's how you can watch us each and every day here on Southern Sports Now as we bring you the best sports content here in East Alabama. And we'll start with our countdowns. We're counting down to college football and high school football as we're right around the corner. Let's take a look at our countdown to college football as we sit just we're in the 60s now, and that means we're just a little over 2 months out, 61 days from the college football season, and that is till week 0. August the 26th is week 0 of the college football season. Jacksonville State takes on UTEP there to get the season going on week 0 at Burgess Snowfield, so we are 61 days away from the college football season. High school football is August 24th is week 0 of the high school season. That is a Thursday night, 59 days away from high school football season kicking off, just a couple of months away, as it will fly by. Football season will be here before we know it, and we are getting you ready this summer for all of the action. We want to remind you about our mailbag segment we do each and every Friday, and we want you to get your questions in. You can do that by sending us an email, eansports23@gmail.com. You can also send us a message on Facebook, East Alabama Now, or send us a direct message on Twitter at EAN_sports. So those are the ways you can get in touch with us and send us a sports question. We will answer those every Friday here on Southern Sports Now. Well, we've got a lot to get to on our show today, so let's dive right into it. We're coming off the weekend. It's time for our best and worst of the weekend, and we will start with a best. And if you've been watching the show, you've been keeping up with things here in Northeast Alabama, you know that the Smash It Sports Vipers are in town for the summer. It's women's professional fast pitch softball, and they had their first home series this weekend, and they got their first win of the season. Coming in, they were 0-5 on the year. After Friday night's loss there at Choccolocco Park, they're 0-6, and great crowd on hand Saturday night, and it was a big one as Amber Pfizer, University of Minnesota pitcher, came out and pitched a shutout for the Vipers. And then it was Carly Heath and Susie Brookshire hit a couple bombs, and that is what there was actually 5 doubles in the game as well to give the Vipers a 6-0 win on Saturday. So they went 1 for 3 on the weekend, but still great to see the Vipers get a win. Anytime you can get a win, you build off of that. They got another series beginning tomorrow night at home there at Choccolocco Park and this weekend. So 4 back-to-back series there at home for the Smash It Sports Vipers. So if you didn't get a chance to go out there this weekend, you certainly should. But the Vipers get their first win of the season, which was very exciting. Here's a worst of the weekend. We saw the most lopsided College World Series game in the history of the College World Series. And so Friday night, we saw one of the most exciting college baseball games we've seen all season. We saw an 11-inning showdown between 2 SEC teams. They haven't played this year, Florida, LSU. LSU walked away with game 1, 6-5, and I mean, it was a showdown in 11 innings. We come back out yesterday, and boy, was it a different story. This is different than anything we've ever seen in the history of the College World Series. 24-4, the Florida Gators got the win over LSU. They had 23 hits on the game, scored 24 runs. That sets up the winner-take-all game tonight for the College World Series for the national championship. We've seen 2 very polar opposite games. What are we going to see tonight? What does that set up for tonight? We're gonna have to watch this one and see, because obviously anything can happen, as we've seen just over the span of 2 days, that anything can happen. But boy, what a game yesterday. That was not what I was expecting. on Friday I said, hey, I think Florida has got the better offense heading into the series. Well, they definitely showed it yesterday. They didn't really on Saturday, but boy, they looked good yesterday. 24-4, Florida beats LSU. So winner takes all tonight, as you can see Florida LSU for the national championship. So that's a worst of the weekend for sure. Here's a best, and it's big news coming out of Jacksonville State, hiring a former SEC coach to lead the baseball program. Jim Case announced his retirement a couple of weeks back from the Gamecock program after 22 years as the head coach. It's a huge hire for Jacksonville State. Steve Beazer, he led the Southeast Missouri State program back when JSU SEMO played each other back at the OVC. They had some showdowns. But most recently, he spent the last 7 seasons as the head coach of the Missouri Tigers. He has a record of 188, 155, and 1. He did things at Missouri that no one else has done and was able to do. That's a tough place to win. You're playing in the SEC. You're playing, obviously there's 2 SEC teams in the national championship this year. You're playing the best of the best. And Missouri was able to get some good series win this year. But you got Steve Beazer, who's led them to multiple 31 seasons. He only has had 1 losing season there at Missouri. He's stepping into a Gamecock program, heading into the Conference USA, who's ready to win some games. And I think he is a fantastic leader. And this is a program that's going to support him big time. And he hasn't always had that in the past. So Steve Beazer, the new head baseball coach of the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, huge hire for Jacksonville State to bring in a former SEC coach. We'll be actually talking to him later on this week. Looking forward to having a chance to talk with Coach Steve Beazer. But Jack State with a new baseball coach and a former SEC guy. And here's a worst. I don't know if you caught this yesterday, but it was an absolute meltdown by the Mets against the Phillies. It was a weird game. Things happened in this game that kind of reminds you of a high school game, a really bad high school game. The Phillies were walked 3 times, were hit twice, reached on an error, and just had 1 hit in a 10-batter, 4-run 8th inning. Phillies won the game 7-6. But again, just in that 1 inning, you had 3 walks, 2 hits, an error, and just 1 hit, and they went through the entire lineup and then won and scored 4 runs on just 1 hit. It was kind of like a comedy of errors, if you will, there for the New York Mets. And I know for Braves fans, you're thinking it couldn't happen to a better team than the Mets to watch them do what they did there in that 8th inning. I mean, it was a complete debacle. I mean, they couldn't do anything right. Dropping balls, going between the ground and their glove. I mean, hitting batters. It was something else. But the Mets had a complete meltdown yesterday versus the Phillies, and the Phillies walked away with a 7-6 win. So that was the best and worst of the weekend as we wrap up a huge weekend in the world of sports, and much more to come this week as well. Let's jump to a break. When we come back, we'll talk some Vipers softball as they had their opening weekend at Choccolocco Park. We'll do that next. Stay with us.
Here at Ted's, we are excited to now be offering custom-made cabinets. With that in mind, we're changing our name to Ted's Floors and Beyond. The Beyond is going to encompass everything that we offer in addition to all of your flooring needs.
We've partnered with Welber Cabinet Company, who makes the highest quality cabinets in the industry.
So when you're ready for a complete kitchen or bathroom remodel, shop Ted's.
EAN Sports is proud to bring you the best, most informative local sports content, and we want your help to be able to do that. If you have a story idea, a tip for our sportscast, or even a highlight clip you want to see on EAN Local Sports, send us an email, eansports23@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter @EAN_sports, or you can send it to the EAN News Facebook page. EAN Sports, bringing you the local sports happening in your community.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
If you see some interesting weather phenomenon in your backyard here in East Alabama, send that to us. We would love to hear from you. Send that to us at the email address you see on your screen or through Facebook at EAN News.
Southern Sports Now continues here on this Monday. Chase Robinson with you. So glad you're joining us as we're finishing up a big weekend of sports. We're heading into a big week in the world of sports. But this weekend was a big weekend at Choccolocco Park in Oxford. Why? Because it was the first weekend that we got to see the Smash It Sports Vipers on their new home field. Now, the Vipers are not a new team. They've existed. But this is the first year they've played in the Women's Professional Fast Pitch League. And it's the first year they've called Choccolocco Park home. Now, when you look at the fans in the stands, there was about 600 there for the opener on Friday night. Great crowd, brought a great atmosphere into Choccolocco Park, and the Vipers kind of responded to that. They went up 2-0 to start the game, but it was a quick turn of events, and the Texas Smoke ended up winning 6-2. But a fun night there at the ballpark. They had autographs from the players following the game. They had activities during the game between innings. So the atmosphere was fun, and I think that's what they are shooting for with these types of games. But what did we learn about the Vipers this weekend? I think we learned, first of all, that people in Alabama love softball. You know, these players aren't from the state of Alabama. There's one or two that are, but people came out to watch because they love softball. And credit that to teams like Alabama, teams like Jacksonville State, teams that are good at softball have provided this area with a love for the game of softball. I was there Friday night. I saw a ton of Little League players, travel ball players, teams there, which, you know, makes me excited for the future of softball. And I'm glad they have the Vipers here to watch and learn from. And so it was great to see all the fans in the stands. Also, what we learned this weekend, the Vipers were able to pick up their first win, which I think was huge. Anytime you start the season, kind of like the Vipers have done, 0-5, you come to your home field, well, you want to get a win, and the fans expect you to win. And they were able to do that behind some really good pitching from Amber Pfizer. University of Minnesota pitcher has come to the Vipers and was able to start on Saturday and looked good. Shutout versus the Texas Smoke. And let me tell you, the Smoke they've got some hot bats, and they were hitting the ball very well this weekend. But hats off to Amber Pfizer for getting the job done. And then you add the home runs that were hit by the Vipers. Carly Heath and Susie Brookshire both homered in Saturday night's game. There were 5 doubles hit in Saturday night's game. RBIs everywhere. I mean, it was a great performance from the Vipers with between 450 to 500 fans in the stands there at Choccolocco Park. So a lot to cheer about Saturday night there. And, you know, I think it's important to be patient with a team like this. When you look at a professional team that, college softball ended 2-3 weeks ago for most teams. I mean, these ladies are fresh off of playing college softball. They're playing with a bunch of players that they've never played with before. There's some professionals on the team that do not play college softball, and so they're trying to get into it. So I think it's important right now at this part of the season to be patient with a team. I had a chance to talk with Coach Jerry Glasgow Friday, and we were talking, and he was, reminding me, like, you have to be patient with a team like this. But by the time you get to August, when the tournament rolls around, that's when you start seeing all the teams really clicking and working together and playing really good. He said, so by August, you will see some phenomenal softball in this league because the players are learning each other. The coaches are having to learn the players, and there's just a lot of learning going on right now. But they're all working towards that tournament there at the very end of the season. So be patient with the Vipers. Go support them. They need your support. I know just hearing the coaches and players during the game, just kind of in awe of the amount of people that were there to watch them, made for a really fun atmosphere. So hats off to the Vipers for picking up a win this week. And hey, hats off to you, the fans who went out to support the Vipers this weekend as well. They'll be back at Choccolocco Park beginning tomorrow night for a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday series, and then back again this weekend for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series there at Choccolocco Park. So go out and support the Smash It Sports Vipers. These are some of the best college softball players in the country who are on these teams and playing softball. It's a lot of fun, great atmosphere. Go check them out this week or this weekend there at Choccolocco Park. But we'll be covering the Vipers all summer long as they're playing right here at the beautiful Choccolocco Park in Oxford. So congratulations there to the Vipers for picking up a win. Well, I know we've been talking a lot of football lately. We're going to talk some football coming up next, but kind of from a different angle. Have you ever been interested in officiating? We'll talk with Jason Boatman from the East Alabama Football Officials Association when we come back.
Here at Ted's, we are excited to now be offering custom-made cabinets. With that in mind, we're changing our name to Ted's Floors and Beyond. The Beyond is going to encompass everything that we offer in addition to all of your flooring needs.
We've partnered with Welberg Cabinet Company, who makes the highest quality cabinets in the industry.
So when you're ready for a complete kitchen or bathroom remodel, shop Ted's.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
East Alabama Now Local News has been bringing you the best local news coverage for 6 months. And now we're growing.
EAN News will be available to you 5 nights a week with new faces, new content, and coverage that is second to none.
We'll be bringing you the weather that matters to your neighborhood and to you. Rain or shine, you'll be in the know.
Sports always brings communities together, and EAN Sports will have coverage of all of our area events.
East Alabama Now, local news, new faces, same great coverage. Starting 5 days a week, May 1st. EAN Local News, your news on your schedule.
We are back here on Southern Sports Now. Chase Robinson here with you. And high school football fans, we've been counting down till kickoff. August 24th is week 0. But when it comes to football season, there's a reason that these players are able to be on the field playing, how these coaches are able to coach, and that's the officials that are on the field. If there were no officials, there'd be no games on Friday nights. So we're going to talk some football officiating now as Jason Boatman joins me from the East Alabama Football Officials Association. Jason, welcome on, and I know you were excited for high school football season.
Well, Chase, thanks for having us. Yeah, I'm excited for high school football. It's about here. I mean, we got about 8 weeks left or something like that.
Yeah.
It's time to kick it off and light them lights on Friday nights, and let's go.
That's right. So officiating is something that is kind of on the decrease as of late. And I know you guys are working hard to get football officials out. And so talk to me a little bit about just kind of where we stand in the state of Alabama as far as officiating.
Well, as you know, across the country, there's a shortage of officials, period. Don't matter what sport it is. I don't know exactly how many football officials there are across the state, but I know some associations have moved stuff on Thursday nights because they don't have enough officials to do Thursday and Friday nights, or some had to move games to Saturday because there's a shortage of officials in their area and everything.
What's the cause of that? What's making this shortage happen?
You're the second one that's asked me this question, and it could be various factors. It could be the fans. It could be the coaches on the sidelines. It could be the pay. And a lot of people just, they say the time, that it takes, you think on an average Friday night, you're probably leaving your family, giving up time, maybe 4:30. Depends on where you got to go. Because sometimes, we have to be there an hour before kickoff. So we have to leave enough time to get there. And then sometimes, with the heat timeouts early in the season, first 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever it is, sometimes it's 9:30, anywhere from 9:30 to 10:30 before you even get back home.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of time away. So you got to love it to do it.
Yeah. And I know this is a great opportunity for those who maybe played football or love the sport to be a part of it. There's so many benefits, I think, to being an official.
Absolutely. It's the closest thing you can do besides playing.
Yeah.
Heck, I've been out of school for years. I mean, I ain't going to say how old I am, but you're a lot younger than I am. But, I enjoy getting up on Fridays knowing I'm going to pay for it come Saturday morning. Old age getting up there with you, but I enjoy doing it. It's right. About being around the coaches, the kids, the student athletes. It's all about the kids. The whole reason the coaches coach what they do, the whole reason we do what we do is for these student athletes and these kids.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking officiating. Jason Boatman with the East Alabama Football Officials Association is joining us, and I know you guys, it's with football being so close, it's about time to start meeting and training. So maybe somebody watching right now is interested in being an official. When's the meeting start? How does that work?
Hey, first of all, you can go to our Summer Blitz 2023 presented by EAFOA on Facebook. We've got a summer campaign going on there. But to answer your question, our first meeting is August the 13th at 6 o'clock at Oxford Civic Center, Pavilion number 8. Our first meeting is going to be outside because the Civic Center is booked, and that's where they put us at. Thankful for the Oxford Civic Center all these years been able to allow us to meet there. It's going to get you signed up on Dragonfly and get your books and, answer any kind of questions you may have. And then August the 20th, we're going to start our rookie meeting. We'll have just the first, second, and third year guys, and they'll go over passing, equipment, everything, running game, kicking game. That starts at 5 to 6, and then the veterans come in from 6 to 7. And then sometimes we have a breakout session. It might go over a little bit over 7 o'clock. But we have a lot we have to get done before the season starts.
Yeah. So as far as training, because a lot of people think, I may sign up, and they're going to throw me out, on the field and throw me into the wolves. I know a lot of training goes into what you guys do as well.
Absolutely. Devin Berry is our vice president, and Devin does a phenomenal job with our training. And then Tom Pratt does our rookie training. And both of them are great teachers. And so, you start off, you do your meetings. And then we'll have a Little League Jamboree. I don't know where it'll be at this year. And the first, second, third year guys will be there, mainly the first and second year guys. They'll be there with a trainer for each position. And so, if you're a wing, you may have Devin over there, behind you, telling you, hey, slide down or slide up, run in, get your spot, give him the left foot, give him the right foot, kill the clock, whatever. If you're an umpire, you may have Matt Bird or somebody back there, myself back there trying to help you. And then, we work you there, and then you go to Little League on Saturday ball, and then you get your junior high B-team game and see how well you progress, and before you know it, you may be doing a Friday night game somewhere.
Yeah. And I know, you work your way up, and you guys do a great job of training there with East Alabama Football Officials Association. And again, if somebody watching, they're interested in this, like obviously the state is kind of changing things up as far as pay for you guys, but this is a good part-time job, if you will,
absolutely,
to make some money.
Absolutely. I mean, you can make some money in it. Little League's, I think last year, Little League, don't quote me on this, but I think it was around $110 for 3 games. Little League's on Saturday mornings. Them little kids, boy, they get after it sometimes. Yeah. I mean, they just slobber knock you out there. It don't matter, And then you got the junior high stuff, and junior high is about $65 a game, and then $75 for the B-team game. And then, of course, the varsities, if it's a 5-man, this year, if it's a 5-man, it's $120, and if it's a 7-man, it's $110. And then you got your clocks. You may have some people out there say, "Hey, I ain't able to get out there and run up and down that field no more." But what about them clock operators out there? You know what? They're just as vital as them guys on the field.
Yeah.
And that's $65 a game.
Wow.
Yeah. So, clock operators, if you want to, if you ain't able to get out there and run up and down the field, you want to come out and run a clock? Come on, we'll show you how to run a clock, and you can get paid. A lot of these junior high games have to have clock operators as well. The school may have one, and have to have that card. Mm-hmm. But if they don't, they have to send one of us, and you get paid on that as well.
So again, for someone out there who wants to become a football official, how again can they get in touch with you guys and be a part of that?
Facebook, Summer Blitz 2023, presented by EAFOA. I know that you follow that page. We try to update that page every day. We've also got an email address. It's called, the email address is recruiteafoa@gmail.com. Send us an email. Please allow us 24 hours to answer you back. And myself or one of the other board members to get back to you. And, it's here. We've got a new flyer that's coming out. I was hoping it was going to be ready by the time I came up here today, but it's not. Maybe as soon as it gets ready, I'll get it to you and let you and everybody else, and put on social media and everything for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So football season right around the corner. It's time to sign up. It's time right now to be a part of the East Alabama Football Officials Association. Again, it's a great part-time job. It's a great way to be a part of the game. And I know you and the other guys, making memories and having fun on Friday nights.
Man, I'm going to tell you what, I've been all over the state at some point calling ball from the north to the south. So it's I truly love it. It's truly, it's about being around these kids and the memories that you make. Some of the best, we got great athletes right here in East Alabama. Yeah. I mean, we got some killer football right here. We're lucky. And y'all, I know y'all always brag about it on y'all's pigskin shows and all that, but we are very lucky right here.
Yeah, we sure are. And some great athletes, great coaches as well here in this area. And so, Before we let you go, Jason, just finish up with this question: Why should someone come out and be an official?
Well, I mean, where did I start? I mean, I started in 2007, and once it gets in your blood, you love it. I mean, it's great to be around the kids. Great, it's being around out and about. Every time somebody sees you, they want to talk about football. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. But it's, great part-time little job, like you said. If you truly love high school football, ones that just graduated last year, come out. This is your chance to stay close to that game. And if somebody's watching this and they're going to another part of the state, if I may add this, they're going to another part of the state, North Alabama, South Alabama, whatever, and they still want to do it. But, hey, how do I get in touch with somebody in Huntsville? go ahead and send us an email. We've got contacts.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a couple people send me messages off the Blitz page, and I've forwarded the information to the district director up there. So if you want to officiate high school football in the state, get in touch with us, and we'll point you in the right direction and wherever you're going to be at to get you started.
Well, good stuff. It is right around the corner. Jason Boatman with the East Alabama Football Officials Association with us. Jason, thanks so much for coming by today, talking about this with us, and we'll be seeing you out there on Friday night.
Hey, appreciate it. Look forward to it, Chase. Thanks for everything y'all do for these kids.
Absolutely. More Southern Sports Now. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Here at Ted's, we are excited to now be offering custom-made cabinets. With that in mind, we're changing our name to Ted's Floors and Beyond. The Beyond is going to encompass everything that we offer in addition to all of your flooring needs.
We've partnered with Welberg Cabinet Company, who makes the highest quality cabinets in the industry.
So when you're ready for a complete kitchen or bathroom remodel, shop Ted's.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brodney Sneed from both CARES and Direct Primary Care. Direct Primary Care is an exciting new model of medical care growing on both the East and West Coast. It's been recommended by Forbes and the American Academy of Family Physicians and others for individuals or small businesses with or without health insurance. The pure simplicity of a membership model streamlines the burden of medical care. It eliminates 60% of the overhead. That streamlining allows providers time to focus on patients with free, no copay, no deductible, unhurried office visits or telehealth visits with minimal waiting room time. It produces same or next day appointments and access by text or telephone during and after hours. It saves you from leaving work, wasting time and getting exposed in a waiting room. And the convenience and cost with barriers removed helps one avoid letting problems like a sore throat turn into an expensive ER or hospital visit for pneumonia. If you're interested, search the web for CARES Direct Primary Care.
Southern Sports Now is brought to you by Ted's Floors and Beyond. They, of course, are your home for all things flooring with hardwood, laminate, carpet tile, and luxury vinyl. But now they've given you the opportunity where you can get a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, and tile showers to update that kitchen, update that bathroom. You can do it with 0% interest financing for 12 months. And they offer free in-home estimates. They've got a lifetime warranty on flooring installation, and they're locally owned and operated. So go by and see Ted's Floors and Beyond right there on Highway 431 in Anniston, and visit them online, shopteds.com. But Ted's Floors and Beyond has you covered with all things flooring. And now, if you want to update that kitchen or bathroom, Ted's is the place to go. We appreciate them for bringing you Southern Sports Now here on this Monday. Couple of things you're going to want to watch tonight. Of course, the Atlanta Braves are in action. As the host, the Minnesota Twins. The Braves back at home, and they've got the Twins, Eddie Rosario, his former team there. Rosario's leading the National League in home runs this month, so maybe he'll have some good luck against his former team there in the Twins. Spencer Strider is on the mound tonight for Atlanta in this game, so Strider's had a good start to the year. 8-2. We'll see what he can do tonight against the Minnesota Twins. And also, baseball fans, it's the College World Series winner take-all final. The Florida Gators, the LSU Tigers. Who's it going to be? I mean, we saw LSU take it on Saturday night in a showdown, went to 11 innings. Then we saw Florida put up 24 runs yesterday And so who knows what will happen tonight, but we know it will be a fantastic college baseball game. And one of these teams of the SEC will be national champs. And so they'll make it 3 straight for the SEC, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and now either Florida or LSU. So that should be a great baseball game tonight. You can check that one out as well. And we'll have you covered tomorrow. All things Braves, College World Series, all kinds of good stuff right here on Southern Sports Now coming up on your Tuesday. And again, kind of for the rest of the summer, we're taking on a new format. Around 5 p.m. is when you'll catch Southern Sports Now. So be sure to join us tomorrow. But remember, like, share, comment there on our Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll let you know when we come with Southern Sports Now each and every day. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.